Hey everyone, it's Lisa. Happy Friday. I hope you had a good week, and I'm sorry I did not see you again this week. I have all these videos that I want to do, and I will do them. Hopefully next week I'll still do a tutorial, and then I will do another video too. I'm not just going to do 2 videos a week. It's just ends up happening that way. I think because we've been sick and everything else. So I got lots of good stuff this week, and I had told myself I don't need any more lipsticks. I really was good with blush, and then I get suggestions and I watch videos and I end up getting other things, and but I really like a lot of the stuff that I got this week. I'm going to start with one of my favorite things, and I can't really give like a full review because I just got them yesterday, but I got the Hourglass powders, and I bought 3 of them. I bought, let's see, Diffused Light, which is the main one I knew I wanted to get, and it's the one that's more of a yellow based powder. And so today is the first day that I have officially used them, and I did put them on last night. I went out with a friend just for dinner, and I put them on over the makeup I had on all day, and I just loved every one of them. But today I tried to use them, you know, I tried to kind of use them like I thought they should be used. And I used this one down the center of my face and a little bit under my eyes, kind of as a setting powder. Okay, the other one I got is Dim Light, and I believe this one it's kind of just more like your medium beige powder. If you use La Mercier, I'd say it's about the color of natural beige. And this is like an all-over setting powder, and I didn't really use this today. I used it a little bit last night. I think it would be a really good one for taking with you to kind of, I hate to say blot, but just freshen up your makeup and maybe get a little bit of the shine off. You know, I don't think these are meant for oil control. They're meant to, I feel like I don't even have to explain that because there's so many reviews out there. But if you haven't heard of them, these powders come, I believe, in 6 different colors, and they're meant to give different effects of different lighting. So of course the dim lighting would give the effect of dim lighting. The diffused lighting would give the effect of a yellow light, or you know, more of a yellow cast, and they're meant to just blur out imperfections. And then the last one that I got is Luminous Light, and it's still a good tan color. It has a good, I would say just gosh, how could I say this? NC30 or NC35, or just the medium color. But this one has more of a luminous finish, and they are just soft as, gosh, they are just, the texture is unbeatable. And so I use this one today as a highlight, and that's what I would use this for. Now I am probably going to order, there's one more that I want, and it is the Nude Light, because I think it might be similar to the Bobbi Brown brightening powder. These are way more, if you're going to ask me how to compare these to the Bobbi Brown, I would say these have more oomph. I mean, the Bobbi Brown is something that you use all over, and it's a brightening powder, but it doesn't have the pigmentation, or as much product doesn't come off as this does. Now the next thing is, I could not decide whether or not to get the brush that comes with it. And one of my subscribers and friends on here, Michelle, had told me about this powder and the brush a couple weeks ago when I showed you guys that Dior really pretty blue brush that I got off of eBay, and it's shaped very similar to that. And she said, you know, you ought to try that brush, it might be real similar. And I thought, well, I hate to do that since I just got these. But, and then when I was ordering these powders, I thought, well, I hate to get another brush. I've got so many brushes. But I broke down, and I think the day after I ordered these, I ordered the brush, because I thought, well, I like to have a certain brush for a certain product and keep it kind of separate. That way I don't have to wash them as much, and I just kind of like to do that. So I went ahead and ordered the brush. So I'll let you know, it should be probably here today. And I'll let you know how that goes. So I'll do a review, and maybe even I'll try to incorporate these in my tutorials coming up. But I really like them, and I say, even though I can't give you a full review, Everyone I have spoke to, and I mean some harsh critics, Tammy, Uppy's Beads, she loves them, and she's a pretty tough critic, and she likes the Guerlain Meteorites, and she even likes these. I think she likes them better. No, harsh smell, hardly any smell at all. Maybe a little bit, kind of like a lotion or something like that. Nothing too perfumey, and just beautiful, beautiful. Not too powdery, because I don't like to wear anything that is going to take the glow, the natural glow off of my face, even if it's a highlight. So I really give these thumbs up so far, and I say if you're on the fence about getting one, and you're just thinking about getting one, I would start off with either, well, if you're just wanting it as a setting powder, I would start off with the dim or the diffused lighting. But for a highlight, or if you're like Gina, she said she has this one, which is the Luminous light, and she says she uses it all over, and it's not too shimmery for her. And I can see how, especially in the summer, I could use this all over, and you could use it on your décolleté and everything else. So really impressed with these. And you guys know I've worked with Hourglass before. I have never been let down by an Hourglass product. Something that, let's see, let me back up. Yesterday I went to the Dior counter because my friend on here and subscriber, Ariane, Hawkeye Girl, had sent me a message and said that she found a must-have lipstick, and it was the perfect nude. She said not too pink, not too brown, just the perfect nude. They are the Dior, the Nude Dior lipsticks, and one of them I cannot pronounce, and this is the one Ariane told me to get, and it's number 123, and it's, I'm not going to be able to pronounce it, it's Trompe l'Oeil. It's Trompel apostrophe I-E-L, I believe. And I hope oh, it looks like I've got some lip liner left on it, but let me do a swatch. Oh, they're just so, the texture is amazing. And of course you can't see that one very well because it is a nude. I mean, it's really pretty. I had it on first this morning, but I didn't know if it would just translate well on camera, especially today because it's cloudy out today. And I don't have I've got more artificial light and not as much natural light, but just a beautiful color. I mean, you will not be disappointed if you get it. It's just gorgeous. Just a beautiful beigey nude color. And really good coverage and still glossy. They're not like the Dior Addicts. It's kind of like a good combination of creaminess and glossiness with no shimmer or sparkle. They're just beautiful. And then this is the other one. And along with this, her suggesting this, I went in on purpose yesterday with no lipstick on, and I had just put a little bit of Blistex on before I left the house. And when I got there, I asked her, I said, I want to find a lipstick that is just about the exact same color as my lips, because I like the color of my lips. They're kind of a light muted pink, but I like the look of lipstick on them. So this ended up being that color, and the name of it is Swan, which I think is so pretty, and the number is 263. So it's a beautiful light pink. I wore this last night, could not get enough of it, and I have it on right now. It is the prettiest pink. And then yesterday I wore it with no liner, and last night I wore it with no liner. Today I'm wearing it with one of the ones I wanted to show you. So there it is. It is the softest, prettiest blue tone pink without, it is not like Snob or Lingerie Pink. It's not hard to wear at all. I mean, you can see it's just beautiful. Here, I've got a mirror. Glossy. I just love it. I mean, it's one of my favorite pinks I have gotten in a long, long time. So these two I can suggest wholeheartedly. They're just beautiful. And I will right now go take a picture of these swatches in the sunlight and see if I can get a better one to show you. Okay, so while I was there at the counter talking to Faith, I had this look in my mind that I was trying to recreate, and I had already seen the little single, I've heard you guys talk about them, the little single shadows that, let's see what they're called, Dior Show Mono. And they're just in beautiful colors, and I have never met a black shadow I didn't like. I'm always attracted to black eyeshadows. So I got her to try this on me. I had just a real neutral eye, and we did it like I did today, just over the liner and on the bottom moving part of my lid, and I loved it. So I ended up getting it, and it is not like Carbon. It is not as pigmented. It really is. If you are like me and grays turn to blue on you, then this would be perfect, because really if you were to just use a fluffy brush, it would end up being gray. It's not very pigmented, but in a good way. It's kind of like, I've got a Clinique one that's kind of like that too. It's more of a velvety texture, and it's almost like, I hate to say sheer, but it's like a see-through black. I'll try to swatch it. I don't know if you'll get, you can't usually get any, there you go, you can see a little bit. Let me see, let me do it again. So you can see how it's black, but it's, you know, kind of like a I guess a sheer black, and it's just really pretty and easy to work with. And so I bought that, and I'm wearing it today, and you'll just have to let me know, you know, if you like this look, I'll do a tutorial on it, because it's one of my favorite looks. I just love, I don't know, I love black shadows. I was looking, no, I saw Flinny, and I'm not sure of her whole, everybody I mentioned, as usual, I will put their link in the information box, but it was Flinny, and she was doing a haul, and she showed this, and as soon as she showed it, I thought I would like that. I just know I would. And it is the Dior Rosy Glow blush, and it is beautiful, just beautiful. I mean, I don't know if you can even see the design in it here, and it's just like a bright pink, and the whole concept behind it is it works with your body heat or chemistry, just like the lip glow. When Flinny held it up, I just thought that was so neat. Look, it's clear. I think that's neat. But I've got it on today. I put it on last night. First, she put it on me yesterday, and I loved it. But a lot of times, you know, I'll like something when I'm at the counter, and then when I get home, I'll think, it isn't that great, or I didn't need it. Well, I put it on again last night, and I loved it, and then I put it on today, and I loved it. It was just the perfect pink. It's just not too bright. It's just really, really, I love it. Yeah. So it's just beautiful. It's the most girly, beautiful pink speaking ever. Of things that I tried and I wasn't as crazy about, I get criticized a little bit about never telling you things that I don't like. And it's not that I'm really doing that intentionally. It's just that I guess I just don't think about that as much as I think about the things that I like. But I did try this week. I saw it in a magazine and it caught my interest. It is the Garnier BB Cream Skin Renew, and what got my attention is that it's supposed to be for a combination to oily skin. And that is, last summer when I could not get the Rachel K, I felt so guilty. I just felt bad for wearing it if I couldn't get it for you. So I looked and looked. I don't know if you remember, I tried the Dior, I tried the Jane Ardell, I tried all the BB creams that are coming out, trying to find something that was comparable to the Rachel K. And I just couldn't. They were all, to me, they're just more like the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer or something like that. They're just too moisturizing for me, and they don't do what the Rachel K does as far as keep my makeup perfect all day. And so I thought, well, maybe this would be something that would be similar to that. And so I got it with the best hopes, and it was yuck. First of all, it was really, really watery. Almost like the Shiseido in that blue container, the one that's almost waterproof, was kind of matte when I put it on, but yet it still got kind of greasy feeling. It didn't look pretty. It just was a fail. So I've actually already given it away for someone else to try, and I kept the box to show you guys. But you may like it. It has SPF 20 sunscreen. It says controls shine, minimizes pores, which I did not see that, and evens and hydrates. So anyway, okay, there's that. I just hate, I don't know, I don't like going on and on about stuff that I don't like. But I do have some other things that I wasn't crazy about. Oh, just like I told you I wasn't crazy about that Victoria's Secret dry shampoo. I think I've already given it away too. But I bought this. I have had this before, but Faith had gotten it, and she was showing it to me, and I bought it again. It's the Revlon Just Bitten Kissable, and it just looked so pretty. I thought, why didn't I like that? Maybe I was into just another look at the time, and so I grabbed it. I actually had a coupon, the CVS bucks or whatever. So I think I practically got it free. And the color is Honey, which really doesn't go with the look. But I think one of you guys had told me that you thought I would like that. It looks very similar, maybe a little mauvier and not as pink as this. And just, let's see. Oh God, I've got so much good stuff. Okay, I went to MAC twice because I can never, I don't know what it is. I need to make a list, and I've just now started using my iPhone to write stuff down, so that'll be good. But I can never get it all at one time. And the first day I went, I bought another one of these, which is the Soft Ochre Paint Pot, because Brooke took off with mine, and I realized I really do like it. So I have that on today to start off with. And I always thought I liked Painterly better, but I think this, like Ashley at the MAC counter said, just keeps the colors truer, and it doesn't turn them as cool toned. It keeps them just the tone that they should be, and I just really like it. So I got that, and then Tammy and Gina had told me that they liked this, and I didn't even realize that you could still buy this. I thought it was a limited edition thing, but it's the Prep and Prime little highlighter type thing, and the one I got is Radiant Rose, and it's beautiful. I've got it on today underneath my eyes. I wore it yesterday. It's very, what would I say? Not dense. What am I trying to say? Not sheer. Another word, concentrated. That's what I'm trying to say. So here it is on my hand. So it's just a pink tone, and it is gorgeous. Yesterday and today. Yesterday I did it because I'd put too much on, but today I did it just because it worked so well. I put it under my eyes, and I took my beauty blender, you know, wet it, squeezed it out in a washcloth so it's not really wet, and then kind of used that beauty blender so good the way you can use the little pointed end, and then kind of just bounced it in, and I just love it. It is just, it's really, really beautiful. So those of you that are like me and you like stuff like this, I would compare it to, and I used it instead of the Maybelline Dream Lumi. It's just gorgeous, and it really has good coverage. I really like it a lot better than the Touche Éclat. When I use I've gotten that twice and been disappointed both times, because although it illuminates, it has no coverage, and which I know that's what they're meant for, but I like to use it as both. I like to have a little bit of both, so that's what this does, and I really like it. Jewelry or accessory I got this week, I just saw these when I was going through Dillard's, just little silver, kind of hammered silver stars, and they were $7, and I thought they would just be good on days that I was wearing a t-shirt, or just, you know, even like today, if I didn't have this on, you know, I could put these in. I just thought they were cute, and I thought if I didn't wear them, Brooke would like them. So I got those, and they had some different shapes, like just squares and circles too, but you know, I think that was all that I got from Dillard's at all those days. And okay, so you know, I've always got a story with every single thing. Okay, this doesn't really have a story. Several of you had asked me or told me that you thought I would like this color, and I've heard several, Blushing Pixie and Natalie Flower Bomb 31, say it was their favorite, and it is the Rouge Coco Chanel Mademoiselle, and they've been out of it forever. And right after Christmas, they didn't order, they were doing inventory, so it took a long time to get it back in, but they just got it. And I have not even worn it yet. I've been so tickled with these, I haven't worn it, but it is a beautiful color, and it is a Rosy Huntington Whiteley type color. So I'll swatch it for you. It's beautiful. Everybody loves this, so I know that I'm gonna like it. Oh, it is really, really pretty. So I'll use this soon. And this is one of those colors too that you can probably easily manipulate with a liner, more pink or more tawny color. And along that same line is when I told you guys the other day that I was at the Laura Mercier counter looking for a color that Tammy had mentioned, and I think one other person mentioned it. I just knew it was a color that the name of it did not match how it looked. And I ended up getting those other two, and Tammy told me what it was, and it's Caramel. And it is a beautiful Laura Mercier lipstick. And you know, when I think of caramel, I think of like a craft little piece of caramel, but it's lighter and peachier than that, and it's so pretty. I'll swatch it right beside the Mademoiselle. You can see it's very similar. maybe more of a peachy tone, and maybe the Mademoiselle has more of a rosy tone. And Tammy said that it looks really good with Half Red lip liner from MAC. And she said it also looks good with this lip liner. And I'm hoping I don't already have this. I don't think I do, but I've looked at it before. She said if I wanted to bring it more of a pinky tone, this is what she wears it with. And it is the Potpourri from Laura Mercier. So I will swatch that right beside it. And you can see what a pretty lip that's going to be. This would look good with a lot of different things. I'm thinking of maybe trying this too with the Arabesque to make that Arabesque a little bit more wearable on me. But gosh, those are pretty. Both those lipsticks are gorgeous. Also, when I was at MAC, I bought Red lip liner, which is R-E-D-D. I've just seen several people use this, and I think I've seen somebody I saw, I can't remember who it was, I saw wear this by itself. And gosh, let me get it. Might have been somebody on Instagram. But it's just a real pretty red. It's kind of an orangey red, which I always thought blue reds would look better on me, but really I think the orangey ones look better on me. I know they don't make your teeth quite as white, but I think with my hair and my eyes, just my coloring, I think this color might look the best. And and I have actually been wearing brighter colors. I've already worn the Reflect, and I've worn Rock and Roll. So I have been wearing some red colors, just usually not when I do my videos, but I will soon. And then I believe Holly Anna Ray, I'm not sure if this is the one you were talking about, but I stopped and found these new. They're not I'm not as crazy about the roll-up lip liners, and I'm not sure if these are new or not, but I had not seen them. But they're the Milani Color Statement Lip Liner, True Instant Color, long wearing, easy glide formula, yada yada. I got number 4, which is the all natural, and then I got number 3, which is nude. And they are beautiful, just beautiful lip liners. And I'm hoping that they will stay kind of like the Lancome and the Dior do, because they're gorgeous. This one I have on today, it's the natural, all natural, and it's beautiful. I'll put it up here. It's just gorgeous. I would kind of compare it to the Dior linen. I really would. It gives that same effect. And when you put it on your lips, it really makes them look really full. It almost extends that look of your lip line and creates almost like that shadow. Just really, really pretty. I'm happy with that. And then this is the Nude. And it has, of course, more of the pinky tone, but it's beautiful. I mean, these are some really pretty good lip liners. So when you're out, if you're at CVS or Walgreens, it took me, I think, 3 different stores before I could find them. Looks like they're maybe revamping the Milani. Definitely pick these up. They're gorgeous. And Milani products are really good. Okay, another little story. My friend Angela on here sent me a message, and she showed me a picture, or actually she sent me a clip of what not to wear. Stacey London, her makeup in a video was just so pretty, and it was that look that I love, that's just basically a one color look like I showed you the other day, but this was with a really pretty color. Maybe I'll try to put the picture in here if I can, but it was a really pretty picture of her color, and it was a plummy rosy brown. And so I took a picture of it with my phone and took it into MAC, and they said it was probably, you know, something like this. And I had tried to get this color before and they were out, so I was just double tickled to get it. And the color is Mauveless, and it is one of the Pro Longwear, and it is gorgeous. This eyeshadow is like nothing else that I have. And I came home and I compared it to NARS New York. It's not as dark and it's not as pigmented, so it's really a little bit easier to use. It's just a beautiful color. And what else did I compare it to? Oh gosh, there was something else I had that I compared it to. It might have been Ho from MAC, H-A-U-X. It was a little bit different than that, probably a little bit more pigmented and more plummy color. But let me see if I can get a good swatch for you. There it is. It's just beautiful. It is like the perfect crease color, mid-tone crease color, and the perfect color to use all over. It doesn't swatch very well, but these Pro Longwear colors do wear well. They're not, the color that Stacy had on was a matte. This is, they said, between a matte and a satin, which is even better to me. So that's more of the true color that you'll get. It's just hard sometimes to do a good swatch of an eyeshadow. Okay, so then Angela and I were talking back and forth, and I was telling her that I found it, and I sent her a picture and all that good stuff. That's part of having you guys, you good makeup friends. And so she was talking about some other things. She said, yeah, have you ever tried that color, the Pro Longwear, that looks really ugly but everybody really likes it? And so we realized the color was Uninterrupted, and I was thinking, I thought I had that color, and so I looked all over, and I remembered what it was, Bombshell Sweet, that I saw it on her video. So I went back and watched that video, and I always love watching what Vanessa likes because there are not many people on YouTube that have my coloring. To me, if you have dark hair and dark eyes, you've just got it made because everything looks good on you. You can do a smoky eye with whatever, and you always get good suggestions where if you have blonde hair and blue eyes, there's not that many people. I realized it was Vanessa that got it, not me. And so I went and got that. And it is not really a pretty color in the pan, but I do know that it's going to be pretty. So it's just a real, it actually reminds me of that YSL color I just got a little while ago. It's kind of a mustardy brown kind of color. If I had to compare it to something, it might be Soba by MAC. But so I'm looking forward to using that. Actually, it's a color that I would use with today's look. The only reason I didn't is because when I was watching Vanessa's video, she mentioned this color, and it is the Laura Mercier Baroque, which cracked me up when I asked for it because I said that's what I'm going to be when I get through is Baroque. But anyway, it is a beautiful color. It's got a little bit of shimmer to it. It is just like a little bit of a skin tone. It's gorgeous, and it's what I have on today with the black. It is just beautiful. Just a beautiful, dark, just darker than skin tone, but better. Just, I don't think there's anybody that would not like this color. It would be a perfect one if you just wanted one color all over to throw on with mascara and go. I mean, it's just gorgeous. And I'm sure this is probably not going to swatch very well either, just because, well, it did better than I thought. But it's just gorgeous. So I always like Vanessa's recommendations. Angela had mentioned this color, which is Quite Natural Paint Pot. And I always thought this would be too dark for me, but I swatched it and I love it. So I got that when I went back to MAC, and I have not even touched it, but I will swatch it for you. It's that color, and I have groundwork, so I thought, well, I didn't need this because I had groundwork, but this is going to be great for a smoky eye. It's going to be better than Constructivist, I think. It's going to be a better tone. The last two things I have to show you are from MAC, and this is Arena, and I grabbed this because it looked like a good, I've been kind of looking for some good skin tone shadows that I can do that look that I did the other day with, where I just want to wear one shadow, and I realized that I need something to create some depth in my crease just because of the way my eyes are shaped and aging eyes. And so I've been kind of on the hunt for that. So that's why I've gotten a lot of these colors. But this is a, let's see, what is Arena? A satin, which is one of my favorites, satin and Velux Pearl. And it's just I thought it would be a good highlight if I just wanted a little bit of something up there, but not too much. And I thought it might be a good all over color. So just something I didn't have. And here, let me swatch this for what it's worth. It's kind of like a peachy, a goldy. I think that's going to be pretty. It might create a lot of the same effect grain does, which I always love grain because it's a good skin tone, but with a little bit of a sheen. And then this I got, and I don't know, you have to let me know what you think, but I was watching eyebrow tutorials, and I always love a very defined eyebrow, but I don't want it to be too dark. So I'd been trying to do that with my Fling and my other pencils and shadows, but I would have to put on so much product that it kind of looked, it would get muddy or kind of almost green looking. So I was thinking maybe if I get a darker color and just apply it lighter. So that's what I did. I went and asked Ashley what the next darkest color after Fling was, and she said Lingering. So I have this on today. You have to let me know what you think. So what I did today is I just used this very lightly. And I really liked the effect that it gave at the ends of my brows because I didn't have to just really bear down to get the color. And I think I'm going to like it. So sometimes I just like a real defined brow if I'm doing just a heavy liner and lashes. I think that just looks pretty. So I think that's it. I think that's it for makeup. So I'm going to be right back with hair and clothes. I'll be right back.